acting like I need to see you stunt. Love you back when you was you.
Indie Music Live, episode 205. And you know how I like to rhyme that shit. So what's up, everybody? I'm JoJo Keys, and tonight we have featured artist Chelzzz from Miami, Florida, and we're also checking out music from Stephanie Jeannot, I think is how you say it. I heard her on her YouTube channel pronounce it that way. We've had her on the website before, and we have a new review from her with her song Breakthrough, and then also Zephyr with a fancy ocean. If you see how they put the word, you'll see it's like a fancy O with a slice and a little line over. I'm pretty sure I'm not saying it right, but what's up, Dave? How you doing? You need a haircut.
Good. I know. That was the first thing I was going to say. I actually stopped by the haircut place yesterday. I walked in. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. They're like, we're booked solid till Friday. I'm like, what?
Oh, you can get a haircut today? Huh.
No, yeah, they just opened. So it's like, I think you have to wear a mask when you get it. But this place is, I'd walk in there for the past 10 years, like get in right away. Now everyone's got long scraggly hair and beards, and they're like limping in there like, help me.
Yeah, I shaved the other day, and now my thing's completely clogged. So luckily for me, I bought on one of my trips to the store for supplies, survival supplies. I bought some Drano, but it's in my trunk still. So
yeah, I need some Drano too, man. My drain's messed up as well. But we got some new reviews on the site. We got Stephanie Chow, Maurice James, Limberlost, and Baneful Town. Some awesome music mixed in there, so please check it out.
Yeah, Stephanie Chu, actually. She's doing a live stream. I think it's tonight, possibly. But I got an email from her. So anyway, let's go ahead and check out. So JNote is what this girl goes by. I think she's from Philly. Stephanie Jeannot. Probably. That would make sense, right? With her new single, Breakthrough. Marty did a review on this one. And Marty's been doing a good job lately.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Both. He's been killing it. So let's check that out. Share this video out. Let us know what you think in the comments. We'll be right back.
Hey.
You have hope within. Whoa, and know God is on your side. Wipe the tears from your eyes. Lift your head up high. Just take it to the Lord in prayer. Put your hand in the hand of a man. Go nearer to the great I am. He will fix it for you. Might be renewed and restored back to yourself again. Just know that He can work it out. In God you have a friend. No need to worry or be afraid.
Whoa, Rob's killing it with the graphics. Check that shit out. Rob said he changed the look around tonight. He does it every couple of 100 episodes or so. By the way, this is episode 205. We've been doing this for roughly 5 years now. So, yeah, a little bit of that. So that was JNote with Breakthrough. We've reviewed her music before. And I got to say, I really think that she's awesome in what she's doing. And she has a great voice and always does the type of music that I like, the R&B funk stuff. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of stuff that I always played when I was touring and playing in live bands and stuff. And I think it's great but man, I don't think I've quite seen a like 100% good, like right on representation of her. You know
It's
what I
the
mean?
mix,
like
man.
this song's
Yeah,
cool and stuff, but it's the sound quality is kind of low, and the mix is okay. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm just lacking something. I think again, I really like what she's doing and like her. But
yeah, and it's got a good vibe, good energy. I agree with most of what you said there, but yeah, it took a while. I listened to this like 4 or 5 times, put on my best headphones to figure out what's the issue. And there's this kind of general muddiness in the mix. And I think what it is I think there's a trombone in there that's conflicting with the bass, because you hear these moments where it's like, and it sounds just like this rumble, where almost like it's like your subwoofer like was starting to get staticky or something. And I think that's what it is. So I think that's just my recommendation for him, is to be more conscious of the elements, like the individual parts, and just make sure that each of them has space and they don't just kind of bleed into each other, because I think that's what's going on here, which yeah, it was a little bit of a bummer, because it detracts from the vocals and just the energy of the song. So yeah,
she has real potential to compete with Jill Scott and live in that range for sure. But overall quality, I think, has to get better. But anyway, I'm about ready to throw up, I think.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay, I think I'm all good now. All right, so no panel guests tonight. The change of time and day messing people up. So second week in a row where it's just me and Dave. So sorry. Anyway, so we're gonna bring in our featured artist now. Chelzzz, how you doing? Do you like red?
Hey, yeah, it's my favorite color, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the things. I mean, so like, you're what you're doing is, stood out to me, and especially with all, we do deal with all genres of music on indie music, plus whether we like to or not, you know what I mean? But we're more about the indie spirit, indie vibe. But you stood out because of your red hair, of course, but also you're one of the most unique artists in our, collection of artists to be having our website. So welcome.
Appreciate that. Well, thank you. That's a big compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. So if I was walking down the street and I took off my mask and said, "Oh, wow, are you Chelzzz?" And you said, "Yeah, I am." And I said, "Oh, what do you do?" And you say, "I do whatever." What would you say? And tell us a little bit about your song Show and Tell. We're going to check that out, and then we'll come back and get deeper with Dave.
Well, I mean, like, I write music. I'm a rapper. At the end of the day, I like to create. So just being an artist and, liking to give back through my art, whether it be, to my fans and being able to just spend some time with them, give them a shoulder to cry on, or whether it be to charity. I just want to be something bigger than just a music artist at the end of the day. So, I try and, kind of work the spectrum and be involved in a lot of different areas and different avenues. But first and foremost, my music got me there. So that's what I need to, focus on. And, I guess that would be what I would tell people. That's my main area of focus. And, check me out. Find me anywhere, Google me, see the girl with the red hair. And...
Make sure you put 3 Z's better.
Right.
So tell us,
you don't know what you'll get.
Yeah. So Show and Tell. Can you introduce that for us, and we'll take a listen?
Yeah. So Show and Tell. I actually wrote that song when my wife and I were fighting. So, it's kind of deep to my heart. It pulls at the heartstrings a little bit. I've been like writing and singing a lot more lately on a lot of these new tracks, and I think that, people, if they're looking for a little bit more of an emotional outlet and, something to come to when they're in their feelings, it could be a good outlet for them, and a good track to kind of rely on for a feel like that. So here's Show and Tell if you're in that mood.
All right, let's do it.
Hey.
Why you telling me it's nothing? Show me, tell me how you feel then. No, it's gotta be something. Show me, tell me what you want and why you telling me it's nothing? Show me, tell me how you feel then. No, it's gotta be something. Show me, tell me what you want and why you frontin'? Acting like I need to see you stuntin'. Love you back when you was you and we ain't have no nothing. Why you thinking it changes now that we on the up and coming? What you thinking? Think I wanna see? I just wanna hear the truth come from the woman of my dreams. And I hope you know it's you, regardless of how it seems. Kinda sound like lately things are breaking down behind the scenes. Show me, tell me how you feel. I'm just trying to hear you out, so can you try to keep it real? You got any kind of doubts, then you could come to me with them. You got any thoughts to share, just know I'm here to be a friend. What's on your mind? I know it gotta be deep. I know you lie, you got some secrets can't keep. Can't tell you been crying up late, no sleep. Why you keep trying to deny it when it's obvious to me? Show me, tell me what you wantin'. Why you telling me it's nothing? Show me, tell me how you feelin'. No, it's gotta be something. Show me, tell me what you wantin'. Why you telling me it's nothing? Show me.
So, were you a guidance counselor there? What's going on? What's the story?
You know, people need me to be like, I just play the part that people ask me to be, you know. No, I'm just playing. You know, I like to, my favorite thing, like people were asking me the other day in an interview, like, what's one of your favorite things about like the music aspect of your life? And I'm like, you know, I love, you know, that I could wear a lot of different hats when I am doing the music thing. And like one of the biggest things that I can do is like be silly and be an actress. And I love like bringing a story to life with a music video, and, you know, kind of like the whole elementary school vibe to all of that, like the elementary school love notes, like I love you Chelzzz on piece of paper, like girls throwing it at me and stuff. Like,
no, it seems like that's a big part of like your branding and your image and everything is the video.
Yeah.
Like you put a lot of energy and time in. Do you want to shout out any producers, or are you like doing everything yourself?
No, I mean, like the storyline is definitely me, but like at the end of the day, Real Shooters are my director. They're absolutely amazing. Nixon and Scurry. I work with them directly. They do all my videos. They produce all my videos for me. And we're just kind of like riding the wave out together with this whole album that I'm doing. So I'm definitely excited. We're filming a video in a couple of weeks actually for a new song that I got coming out called Foam Posits, and it's going to be crazy. So, I mean, the effects that these guys can do, if you guys are looking for a good video, definitely hit up Real Shooters.
Cool. Yeah. So our hip hop critic, Chris Swan, he wrote a stellar review of your songs on our website. And I want to kind of mention some of his points just to see your reaction to some of them. So obviously you're in Florida now, and you grew up in near Detroit, Michigan. And so he listed off like Eminem, ICP, J Dilla, MC Breed, Kid Rock, Big Sean. That's kind of like the Detroit crew of that people know most. Any of them that are kind of heroic to you, I guess?
I mean, honestly, I grew up not too far from where Eminem grew up, and just kind of being like a white female underdog in the industry, just being gay and, you know, being a female and being, you know, just like myself and outspoken as I am. Like, I think, you know, some people may either like that or some people might hate that, but that was the same thing with Eminem. But he really made his career soar, and he didn't really give a fuck at the end of the day. And I'm not necessarily trying to come into the game like he did, like, you know, fuck the world, fuck this, fuck that, you know, like I kind of want to, you know, again, cultivate like a vibe of togetherness. Like, I think that's what I do when I put on shows and everything else. Like, I try and bring the hip hop industry as a whole together, and everybody to see everybody as an artist and an individual, and just see their talents for what they're worth and see them as, you know, talented individuals. But
cool.
I think at the end of the day, like, yeah, Eminem is really probably the one that I could resonate with the most, you know?
Cool. All right. So there's this other couple sentences he wrote. I wanted to get your reaction to this. So he thinks you sound a lot like Iggy Azalea, but he hates to make the reference because he considers her a product. And
Yeah.
so if he was a betting man, he said, I would bet that Chelzzz is a much different story, because he believes basically he believes what you're writing about is real, I guess. So just a response to that, I guess.
I mean, it's definitely real. A lot of people have asked me, you know, or called me out on, you know, a couple of songs in my past, like my song Re-Up, you know, just writing about selling drugs and stuff like that. Like, all my songs tell a story that I've been through and I've lived through. You know, I've just recently, you know, I'm talking about this now openly because it's something I can't talk about now, but I just recently like beat a couple of charges, and, you know, I spent some time in jail, and I was able to, you know, just kind of come out on top of shit and keep creating, but that was for selling drugs. And that's why I don't condone that now in my music. Like, it's not something I put on and like I glorify. But all my songs, again, do tell a story about my past, and that is one of my stories. So, you know, everything, you know, some of the stuff is silly, like Snarls Barkley, that's a silly track. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, we all met some Snarls Barkley ass bitches, but like, you know, I ain't trying to call anybody out in particularly with that track, but like, you know, a lot of my stuff, you know, especially the things that I have been coming out with lately, it's a lot more sentimental. So of course, like, it has more meaning behind it. It does have a story behind it. And, you know, if anybody wants to know what anybody or anyone in particularly means or stands for, you know, I'm definitely willing to say something about it.
All right, so you mentioned your connection with your fans is pretty important. What social platform do you usually connect with most? Was it Instagram or was?
Yeah, I mean, Twitter and Instagram. It's cool because like the fans are so diverse on both platforms, but they both show so much love. I get so many different people from so many different countries, so many different areas of this country. So it's really cool. I like that, you know, they appreciate me, not just as a music artist, but as a person. And, you know, we go through lows and we go through highs together, and it's a community, and it's really cool. Like, it really is a social community rather than just like these fans. So I kind of made up like a little word. I call them like my fams now. So not like FANMS, you know? So everybody knows, and like, it's cool. Like, they feel like they're a part of the community, and they are, you know, like the C3 squad, like a lot of people rep it. So it's dope.
That's awesome. That's great. And thanks so much for coming on and sharing a part of your story.
Thank you
please come back and visit us again.
Hell yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, Chelzzz. All right, Rob, if you're ready, we're going to move on to that next tune. I believe it's called Ocean by the band Zephyr. Let's do this. Right there.
Ocean.
Once or twice I think about you, the times you tried to face what was our truth. They say mistakes are done when you don't find a way to sort things out. They may betray their promises and try to play with you. I don't care that much of what they say. I just want you with me on the way. On the way to the ocean, so far away from any emotion. Oh, I just need a way to the ocean to go to you. On the way to the ocean, so far away from any emotion. Oh, I just need a way to the ocean to go to you. Just free your conscience, let your wings get rid of all your feelings. I know you're tired of all those things. Clap your hands and move your hips, move your feet till the sun hits the horizon and breaks it into little bits. They'll take things you have ever possessed. Except me, they'll make you regret the things that you have said.
All right, that was Ocean by Zephyr. I'm glad we did the order this way, Joe, because there was a lot to be learned from this song in the message to JNote, because it's such a clean mix. And it's not just that, it's even like the elements, they have space. You know, those like the sparse electric guitar melodies and just the gaps of no noise, it enhances the song. And I just think that's a smarter way to approach this style of music, because it, you know, it's still R&B type of, you know, I don't know. What do you think, man?
I mean, yeah, it's a good tune. It's something that I would listen to back way in the day. Now I'm just obsessed with speed metal, but that's a whole different story. But you know, back in the day, you know, I would listen to this all the time. It's good stuff. Something I wish I could probably produce at my home studio at that level of sound quality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it had that little Jamiroquai flavor to it. I think this song did. I really liked it. Yeah,
so that was another free submission off the website back November-ish or something like that. So we're catching up slowly but surely. I actually got rid of a whole bunch from before that, so try to catch up, because I try to like save enough music so we have plenty to choose from. Yeah, then it just starts to back up after a while.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you don't eat enough vegetables, you know.
Sure.
Anyway,
that's it, man. Final
that's all
words?
we got tonight, Robbie.
Yeah, that's it.
What are you doing, man? Dead air.
Yeah, that'll be the end of the show. Just stop talking. That's it.
What do you do after 205 episodes? Really, I mean, you know.
Well, you got to mention Hixvideo.
Oh yeah, that's right. How could I forget Hixvideo? Hixvideo. Look at how good he's making us look tonight, Rob. I do like the new look. How you're putting the video in between the. That's cool. That's definitely awesome. Right. So, all right, every Monday night now, 8:00 Eastern time. Yeah, I'm JoJo Keys. We'll catch you next week. 206. Peace.
Why you telling me it's nothing? Show me, tell me how you feel then. No, it's gotta be
it
something.
Should be fine. I have to leave like basically right now.
What you want,
if we're like running late.